Iris. Iris. Look. Look what I have. Sit. Sit. You gonna show the people how smart you are? Sit down. Come on. Come. Sit down. This dog. Hey. Why you got this? Oh, God. You just getting tangled. The people gonna call Peter on me. Because you are tangled up. And I can't even get you untangled because you won't be still. Jesus. Come on, get up. Lord, look at him. Just look at him. Okay, Iris. Okay, Iris. Now, sit. Iris. Thank you. Now, stay. Stop. Now, you going to show the people how smart you are? You ready? You ready? Yay! Okay, y'all. So, I decided to come out here and do a quick video. Garden City had asked me a good question. And I decided I would do a video on what she asked. She asked how big were the current tomato plants. And I answered her, but I felt like a picture's worth 1,000 words. So let's try this. So this is all of this in this rough vicinity in between these 3 poles. All of that's current tomato, but that's not one plant. That's probably 6 plants, probably taking up that space. And so here are the leaves up against my hand. Now those are the leaves of the current tomato. And these over here I figured out were Rutgers. So that's the Rutgers. And these are Rutgers as well. And then here's Rapunzel. And you can kind of see the leaves on Rapunzel. So if you take that into account, you can tell it's a much smaller, more dainty plant. Because you see how much smaller the leaves are. Even the clusters, when you get little clusters of blooms, the blooms themselves are actually a little bit smaller. Those are the blooms of the current tomato. And then if you look at the blooms of the Rutgers, if it'll focus, there you go. You can see the difference in the size. So smaller tomato equals smaller plant. And here's a comparison of the vines as well. You see how thin the vines are. This is even further back where it's a little thicker. Even if you go down toward the bottom, this is where it goes into the ground. The vines just aren't that thick. Whereas if I go over here to Rapunzel, you can see how thick her vines are when she goes into the ground. So, and I've grown currant tomatoes for about at least 3 years that I can for sure say. And this has always been the smallest tomato variety that I've ever grown as far as the plant and the fruit. Now there may be something else out there that's smaller, but that's what I was pretty much familiar with. So yeah, I wanted to show you one more thing. These tomatoes here, this is the 3rd year that I've grown these. And like I was saying in another video, if you missed it, these started out as a patio tomato that I got from Walmart. I saved the seeds, and I'm sure that tomato was a hybrid or something. I don't remember it saying that it was an heirloom or anything like that. I'm sure it was a hybrid. And the reason I'm sure of that is the first year I grew it, it didn't do what it's doing now. It's getting so hot that it's just dying. And I save seeds every year, so it's returning back to its original genetics, I think. And if you watch some of my videos from 2016, I grew the same variety tomato over there in those beds. And they came back and they gave me a fall crop. I'm going to do my best to try to keep these alive and try to get a fall crop out of them. Now, what do I notice from the first time I grew them till now? They put on a whole lot more tomatoes now. The first patio tomato I got did not put on this many tomatoes. Now, last year it did. In that fall crop, it did this. In the spring crop, I think I planted too late and it got too hot and the fruit didn't set and all that. That was my fault. But when it got cooler and it got a chance to start putting on blooms and setting fruit again, it did really good setting fruit and it put a lot of fruit on. The first year I grew these, I bought them from Walmart. I think I might have got 10 tomatoes out of 2 plants, so 5 tomatoes on each one. And they never did put on any more tomatoes after I got them. Like the 5 that were on there, that's the ones that I got. And then they just like, they lived, but they never produced any more fruit. So this is the 3rd year genetics. I'm going to save seeds again. I don't know what will happen. I mean, eventually they'll get back to their original genetics and they won't change anymore. But I don't know how many years that's going to take. But if they keep giving me, and I already showed you in the last video, I had already picked tomatoes off of this. So if they keep giving me this many tomatoes and growing as fast as they do in the spring and putting on fruit as fast as they do, I'll keep growing them even if it gets to the heat of the summer and dies, because what I can do is just save seeds and plant them again in the fall if I want more tomatoes. So that was just a quick little thing I wanted to show you guys. I don't know if I don't think I did. I did show you the watermelon, what I call the free range watermelon. It's just growing along. It's just doing its thing. I don't even water it. This is, if you can tell it, this is it here in the midst of all of this. And it's actually the healthiest looking watermelon that I have, believe it or not. Don't see any melons on it. I think I see where one might come in right there where my finger is. But yeah, I have fertilized it. I've watered it maybe once. Haven't really watered it. I don't know if I have enough season to get any melons out of it. Iris, come here. Come back this way. No. Look at the mud. She knows that's not the way she went. Look at her. She's like, oh, can't go any further. Come on. Iris. Look. Come here. Hey, shut up. Shut up. Look at her. She's not going to do anything. Look at her. Hey, be quiet. Hey, Iris. Iris, don't bark at them. See how bad she is, and she's not going to do anything. She's making all that noise for nothing. Hey, come here. Are you okay now? Yeah, you realize that they're no threat now. See, now I'm going to have to edit this out, because everybody's going to think you're so vicious. Come on. Come on. Say, my previous owner let me do whatever I wanted. I could bark at whoever I wanted, and there were no consequences. Yeah, well, not anymore, sister. Get your ball. Iris, get your ball. Get the, Iris. I'm editing you out of the videos. You know that? You know that? You're following. It's going to soon disappear. Come on, baby. All right, y'all. Well, that's what I wanted to show you today. It's getting so hot here. Everything's burning up. See the brown patches in my grass? Grass even burning up. It's hard to keep anything alive this time of year. It's just everything's just burning up. I watered that stuff. It's not as wilty, but it's a little wilty. But everything out here is looking good, though. Oh, I wanted to show you this right quick, and then we'll sign off. Come on, Iris. I know you're tired of me already. The roses, they decided to bloom for me again. I don't know what that's about. I guess that's what they do. Somebody tell me. I'm not very familiar with roses. I don't do anything to these things. I don't water them. I don't fertilize them, nothing. But they smell great. They have a pretty color. So, all right, y'all. Till next time. See you later. Come on now. I don't know if I'm filming or not.